Hey guys, welcome back to Reality Group Chat. I'm your host QT.
I'm Daniel Cusimano.
And I'm Jordan Staff.
Yeah,
Come
we
on, jazz hands.
freaking are. Burn, 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 burn. And I feel like this podcast is going to be a little bit different because we all have been changed for good. We all have watched Wicked for Good this week, and I just think there's life before Wicked and then there's life after it, and we're currently in life after it. So just had to put that out there in case anyone felt that the vibes were a little bit different, maybe a little bit better.
Yeah.
You know?
I love it. I put a little sensory warning
Right.
at the beginning.
Gorgeous. But we're not here, unfortunately, to talk about Wicked for Good. We're here to talk about Survivor episode 9, I believe we are on. Another pretty good episode. We're still, I feel like, on the ups with Survivor now. We were on the downs for a little while, and now we're getting up there. So I thought it was a pretty good episode. What did you guys think overall of the episode for Survivor?
I think, you know what's interesting for me is it's getting better, but I just hate bad strategy. I hate bad gameplay. And to see it at such a level pisses me off to no end. So, like, entertaining, yes, because we're not taking the easier roads that we would expect, but also, like, the gamer in me is like, what the fuck is going on in this beach?
Yeah, because
And that's where I'm at.
There's like 12 episodes a season, right? Or is it 13?
12.
Yeah, so we have 3 more episodes, so that's like 3 standard votes, and we're still leaving someone in with an idol. That's pretty insane.
Let me check. Let me double check while you guys discuss.
Yeah, I agree. I think there's like times when, which we're going to discuss it all, but there's times when I want to give certain players their credit, and there's 13, so we have 4 episodes left. Gorgeous.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's been times when I want to give some of the players credit and being like, they're amazing, like they're the best because they're like Rizzo, for example, keeping his idol in his pocket all this time. But then I'm like, is he the best, or is everyone else just so stupid for allowing this to happen?
It's,
like,
I don't, the latter.
Yeah,
And like, and we will talk about this later on, but like, I think Rizzo made good moves this week, and I have to give Rizzo his 10s, no matter what. Like, you know what? Like, you still there, you still have that idol, you got the vote to happen the way you wanted to. I'm gonna give you your 10s. Is it a full, like, what was the difficulty level of getting that 10 though?
Right.
That's where I'm at. Like, we're not at this all-star level of like, oh, you really did the most, like you really were moving and grooving. At this point, I'm just like, what's going on at the beach? Are we too hungry? Also, some seasons have 14 episodes, so let me find out when this finale is, please.
Yeah, I think there is a date. There should be an official date.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, that's how I feel too. Especially like we'll talk about it later more in depth. But like even in the edit, when it's like Rizzo's going around trying to flip the vote on Alex, and it's like we don't even see that much, and it's like, wait, what did he even do for this to happen other than just go simply talk to people? And he's like, I think it's gonna work.
Rizzo's edit, I think in the beginning, really hinders how I feel about him now as a player because I felt like we didn't really get too much from him back then, and now all of a sudden he's like being painted as this mastermind, which again, I think he deserves his flowers and deserves credit for everything he's doing. But I think it also is, it's kind of like the talk that people had last year with Chelsea with Big Brother. Like, yeah, she's really good, but she was also playing with really bad players. So how does that line up with other really great players? So I'm interested to see him next season. And see
Yeah, especially on 50 to be like, oh, you're up against the big dogs. Like, yeah, like how are you gonna move? I mean, you want to see a show where it's just a battle and it's like good strategy. It's like who is outplaying who and who is outsmarting who. I just don't feel like anybody's outsmarting anyone when the level is so low. So I don't know. I don't know. QT usually doesn't watch the preview of next episode. She just realized that was a thing last week.
That was just last week.
No, but the next episode, it looks like it's shocking. Like, it looks like everybody's like, and like, oh my God. So maybe that's like the turn of event, maybe. But yeah, we can get into the episode because there's more stuff I want to talk about, but I don't want to get too far ahead of it.
Beautiful. All right. Well,
yeah.
Oh, okay, period. Well, our episode starts out. Before we start the episode, I wanted to just give a little guide because I felt like in the beginning I was a little bit confused about who has powers, who has what, who doesn't have their stuff anymore. Okay. So, just really quick, we have with an idol Rizzo and Christina. Sophie with an I, so Soph, blue Soph, has knowledge is power, and Savannah has an extra vote. So that's where all our powers lie right now. And are going to continue to lie, it seems like, for a few weeks. Who knows? But we get back into the episode, and Steven is talking about the absence of MC, and now he has to find a new number one, and it seems like he's making that number one Sage. Perhaps he feels like she wields a little bit of power with people that he doesn't, so they could be like a good connect with each other, which I think kind of makes sense. I feel like with the uprise of Rizzo we're getting in the edit, we're kind of getting like a downplay of Sage. We haven't really been seeing her do too much now, which I think actually is pretty good and smart, because when you're making so many moves and doing big things for a while, I think you have to kind of play the middle and fade to the background, which she seems to be doing perfectly. But how do you guys feel about Steven and Sage teaming up? Oh, also, sorry, really quick. Steven tells Sage about Christina's idol, and Sage said that she won't even tell Jawan about it. So,
Jordan,
What?
did you want to talk first? Like
Go ahead.
Is this your first episode? Like, hello, welcome to Reality Group Chat.
Go ahead.
Okay. Whatever. Fuck this. I can't. This is what I will say. We've learned before, like, giving people information, it's so hit or miss, right? Like, we saw last episode where MC told Juan, and then Juan was running around about what Silva's saying and XYZ. Do I think this was good for him? Yeah, because I think he was like, oh, the tides are turning and it's not turning in my favor. Like, I gotta do something, or like my ass is going to get chopped. Again, this is what we've been preaching for the whole season. Sage is keeping it quiet. She's not even telling Juwan. Let this relationship be your relationship. Let this be your own moment. Use that to your advantage later on. I think her laying low and not pushing, like, she wants certain people out, but she's like, I made big moves like 2 weeks in a row. I want to sit back, assess the situation, figure out when I can get in there. Yeah, but I feel like after this episode, like, it's like, Diva, no, you need to like make that move. Like, you need a bookie. Like, it's time. Like, okay, like, why aren't the people with given Savannah's had an idol or had an immunity necklace twice now, so whatever. But I like the move. Honestly, I don't hate it. And I think when you're in that position and you're like, oh shit, I don't have a number one, it's time to figure it out.
Agree. I don't have anything to add.
okay,
Why?
yeah, we love that. Okay, well, moving on, we go to our rewards challenge, and up for grabs is fried chicken, which we love. The winners of this award challenge is Alex, Christina, Savannah, and Sophie with an E. But Christina makes a big announcement. I feel like Christina always has kind of big moments in these challenges where she's always like, Uncle Jeff, I have something to say. And it's like, okay, go on, Christina. She wants to give her reward. Right. She knows what she's doing. She wants to give her reward to Jawan, because Jawan hasn't eaten in a while, and she feels like he takes care of everyone else. So she's being the selfless person that she is and giving it to Jawan. I felt like this was good. I'm like not a huge fan of when people do stuff like this. It doesn't really move me that much.
I agree.
Jawan kind of like doesn't want to take it. He's saying that he wants to earn it himself. So I don't know. It's just like a bunch of like, you guys are there for a few more days. Relax.
Yeah.
He'll eat soon.
You get no opportunity for energy in this game. The only thing you're doing is expelling energy. Why would you give that up? And also, like, doing it in front of everyone, like, personally, I would be like, oh, are they tight? She's giving up her reward for him? Let me keep an eye on this.
That's what I was gonna say. It's kind of like, I don't know if the word is ingenuine. Like, I know it wasn't. Like, we've seen the confessionals. Like, we know, like, she means this. Like, she really cares about him and, like, wants him to have this. For me, I'm like, I don't want people to think we're close like that. I don't want people to think I'm just doing this to garner favor from people. Like, to me, there's so many downsides instead of upsides. Like, girl, you need your strength and energy, too. Like, Juwan's not expecting anything. Like, this isn't something where you promised him you were going to give him the reward if you wanted and you're not and whatever. I just think it does more harm than good. Perception's reality. Do not give people an alternate reality that, like, might not be true. Like, I don't know. Like, do I think Juwan cares for her much more? Yeah, and, like, tens, and, like, we love Christina in this household. But I wouldn't have done it. Would you guys have made that move? I would. If we were on the island together, I wouldn't have been making the move with y'all. I would be like, love you, divas. And I should starve, even if I'm Bones, bitch. Even if I'm like that little skeleton from SpongeBob, like, chocolate. Like, let me die, and you go get that food, and we'll work it out later. Like, that's
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, I agree. I don't think like anything should just be handed to someone because like that's part of Survivor is that like some
Yeah.
people are going to eat more than others and rewards are going to be won by a bunch of people and then not by other people. Like I don't know, it's just part of the thing. I don't like when the players try to get too involved in trying to help each other out. So I understand what she was doing, but I don't know. I don't think it was 100% necessary. But nonetheless, Jawan takes it and he switches with Christina for the reward. And then Christina and Sage are plotting against Savannah. They call her a mean girl and say that they basically want to get Savannah out. So finally, Sage has people on her side that are willing to go against Savannah. But I don't know. Then Soph, they tell Soph the plan, Blue Soph, and I'm not. I don't know. I thought that this was bad too of them telling Soph because Soph is so clearly connected to Savannah and Rizzo. Like that's a tight three. So trying to get Soph in on the plan, I understand you're trying to say like we're doing this, so you want to be in on the plan with us, but it's just I would just know that she's gonna run and tell Savannah this, which she does.
100%.
So yeah, I thought this was. I don't know. They don't need Blue Soph's vote in order to do this, I don't think.
I have two questions. Do you, and I guess I'm like sitting thinking about it right now. Do you guys think Savannah gives Mean Girl? I feel like maybe at the beginning, like I think when she was like at the like head honcho, and I don't even think it's intentional. Like I don't think this is like a I'm a mean girl because like fuck all you hoes. I just think she had power and she was like, we're gonna do what I want to do, and like that is intentionally mean girl and whatever. But I just find it funny that she still has this persona when like she's at the bottom. Like
Well,
you know
like,
you
she just
votes if you don't win. You know?
Yeah, I think she also just kind of like exudes confidence a bit, and to
Mm-hmm.
people that don't
Yeah.
necessarily exude confidence, that can be like perceived differently.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think
I
she's
agree
just
with
like a really strong personality.
that.
And even
Mhm.
on the bottom, she can come across as very like confident. And we see like even when she's in the immunity challenge and she looks over to Sophie and is like, I'm not dropping, I'm not dropping. Like she just has this confidence that she is not afraid to show and to like show everyone that she is as confident as she is. So I think that could be taken as like I don't know. Sometimes I think it can be misconstrued as being a mean girl. I think sometimes maybe she toys the line of it. I definitely
Yeah.
felt like in the beginning when she did have power, I could see the mean girl allegations. And I think what
Right.
changed for me is seeing like her confessionals and her talk about like the whole job thing. And we're seeing like sad stories from her as a viewer, but maybe in person they're not really getting that and feeling connected to her in that way. And so because of that, it comes across as
I,
mean.
Jordan, I don't know if we want to talk about this, like if you want to cut it out or whatever. I found out who the other person on 50 was because I looked at a
Let's
poster
just
on
give a spoiler
accident.
real quick before we talk about it.
Spoiler. No, that's what I was just wondering if we wanted to speak about it. Okay. Spoiler, 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 spoiler. We are going to talk about like 50 a little bit, like just like who's on it and like just a little quick thought I had about it. So if you don't want to know, leave now. Spoiler, 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 spoiler. We'll wait. We'll give them a beat. We'll give them a moment to pause, to grab their
I
phone.
love that.
They're running. They're like,
Skip
fuck,
to
I'm
like,
making...
actually, I don't
Yeah,
know
they're
what
like,
time
"Where's my
skip 3
phone?"
minutes ahead.
Where's my phone? Like, wait, don't say
Yeah.
anything yet. Like, we've given you enough time. If you're not near your phone, rip your AirPods out, like, comment down. Okay, so I did see the poster. I did see the poster for something, whatever. And I, like, looked in the bottom right-hand corner, and I saw it was Rizzo and Savannah. The reason I wanted to talk about it is Savannah has this like confidence, and I am so intrigued to see her go up against like Stephanie, like way back fucking when, like Big
Yeah.
Dog, like you know what I mean? Like I want to see her go up against these people. Like you're again, this is Weenie Hut Jr. Like this level,
Yeah.
like this ain't
Right.
nothing, Diva. So like I want to see you have that confidence when you have like bitches like from way back when in the day being like, oh, you think you can beat me in a calm? Oh, you
Yeah, I
think
want to see
this, like,
tribe divisions.
I
Same.
want to see these bitches shake. And honestly, I'm rooting for everybody that's in the new I'm rooting against everybody in the new era. I want my OG baddies. I want them to beat their ass. I want them to beat their
Yeah.
ass. I want them to drag them
Yeah.
across the fucking floor, slam their head. 26 days, ho. Try 39, bitch. Like
Right.
I'm ready for blood.
Yeah.
Anyways, back to our regular scheduled program.
Also, well, I will say it also makes total sense that they cast Rizzo and Savannah together. Like they're
Yeah.
like a heavy duo, and I think it's
Yeah.
very smart for them to give them that going into a game where no one's
Yeah,
gonna know
they're
them.
gonna need it.
And Yeah.
And honestly,
Yeah.
I think even the reasons we just spoke about, I think the confidence level they both have will be interesting to see. Like, I think Jeff looks at it being like, if anybody from 50 can maybe hold their own in terms of like making a movement, like being
Yeah.
there, having a presence, I would say it's those two. Like, I would say
Yeah.
like those two
Well,
will be like, I'm gonna go to the death, and I like that.
I'm even more interested to see how Rizzo acts as like a super fan, being around all these people he's like seen on TV and idolized. Like, is he still gonna have that like ready to go
Yeah, it's also
attitude? I
gonna
don't
be
know.
interesting because no one has seen them. Like from when they filmed 50,
Yep.
the
Right.
OG people have not seen Rizzo and Savannah and kind of what they do. I think Rizzo
And
maybe
also,
might have an easier time because he can come across as just like goofy, like, oh, I'm gonna go
Right.
spearfish
Right.
and
Riz
whatever,
God.
you know?
Like Riz God
Right.
100%. Like that
Yeah.
sells itself of like, oh, we know why you're here. Like,
Yeah.
and the last thing, and this is going back to the episode, like, so enough about 50. Welcome back, everyone. I just don't think it's a smart move for Savannah to be like, I'm not dropping. Like, I
Yeah.
understand the intention behind it.
mhm.
You're trying to get sympathy from these people. Like, you know, they're coming for you if you're not winning. Start being like, I'm just like happy to, like, if you win, like maybe get emotional. Like, I'm just happy to be here. Like, I'm really connecting with some of these people. And it's like, I think I'm making, you know, getting an edgeway, whatever the saying is, edgewise, whatever it is. Like,
Yeah.
I think I'm really like starting to open up and connect to people. I'm like, I'm just happy I like get another like day here to like have that moment. So again, perception is reality. I think she's someone who grew up probably fighting a lot, and that comes into the game, and she's like kind of like always there. So I get that, but strategically, I'm like, baby, these people need to like you to vote for you. You know, you don't want to be so strong, and we know how strong women do in reality TV. People look at them as bitches, and people look at them as, when that's not the case at all. Like, you're fighting an uphill battle. Like, let's put yourself in the best position so you can go to the end of the end. That's
Yeah.
my soapbox.
Period. And I agree with everything you just said. Speaking of Savannah, Soph does go to Savannah and tells her that the plan is basically to split the vote, and Rizzo use his idol and get Savannah out. Savannah uses this opportunity to get in even better with Soph and tells her that
Yeah.
she was a news anchor. It's like a big reveal, which it's not that big of a reveal
Yeah,
because it's
I
not like
low-key
she's
forgot.
like I was a lawyer, you know.
I forgot she was even hiding that. Like, I was like, wait, why is this a reveal
Yeah.
right now?
But it worked. Because Soph
Yeah.
ate that up. Like, Soph was like, period.
She
Like,
did,
given, if
yeah.
someone told me that, I wouldn't give a fuck. I'd be like, okay, you were a reporter, like, noted, but like, okay, like, cool.
Yeah, it doesn't
But
change
Soph was like,
anything. Yeah.
no, but it did for Soph. So, not really Soph, but I think it strong.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, it strengthened their bond. And I feel like Savannah's done a really good job, regardless of what she's done with other people and how other people feel about her being a mean girl or whatever. I think she's done a really good job with her relationship with Soph. From the second that they got in a tribe together, she really took her under her wing and made Soph feel like she was part of the Red Uli
Nice.
team. And yeah, I think she did a good job with that, making her feel like she was a friend from home and everything. And then now with this, I think it just like solidifies that. I think Soph is
Agreed.
also a really good person to have as your number one because along with Savannah, Soph is such a good strategic player. I think maybe Soph is one of the best that we really have in the season because she's able to really play both sides and lower her threat level. So yeah, I think she's in a really good spot, and Savannah's doing a good job maintaining this relationship with her.
I also wanted to point out, because this was earlier on in the episode, and this is just a quick thing, going back to like managing your relationships well, how people, Sophie with the IE, whatever we're calling her, just Sophie, I guess Soph is blue, whatever, Sophie,
Yeah.
whatever. I think her old tribe being like, you're here, you survived, like, was diabolical. How many times have we seen on Big Brother? How many times have we seen on Survivor, the Amazers, whatever, where it's like, if your people aren't like riding for you and they feel so kind of like this, baby, that person, with, if they feel that they're at the bottom, they're going to run. Like, they don't have to stay here. Like, they can flip the power dynamic, especially if like it's a split house. If you piss off that bitch at the bottom, they're just going and they're flipping this whole game on its head. So the fact that I would have been like, oh my God, thank God you're here. Like, I thought they were going to come for you because like physical, like this is, thank you, Jesus, that you are still here. MC was on our tribe, but bitch, I would rather lose her than you. Like, yes, make her feel wanted, make her feel loved, make her feel seen. And that is what Soph does so well with all of her little people in all of her different circles. Like, they trust her, they love her, and like, again, tens for her, but
Yeah.
manage the relationships better. Like, what are you doing coming back from
100%.
tribal being like, oh my God, you're still here? You need
Yeah,
her.
Savannah did a great job like swooping in that and like trying to like nurture and build that back up for later on, which I thought was awesome.
Yeah,
Kitty cat.
we love Savannah. I think is doing a great job. Then we get to the immunity challenge, and I loved how the immunity challenge was done too. It was split, so there was two idols up for grabs, one for a man and one for a woman, which is nice, especially when it's a physical competition, and you know, different body types are probably going to do better or worse at this. But our last two people standing were actually two women, which I loved. So for the men, Steven won. And for the women, we came down again to Savannah and Sophie. And ultimately, like we said before, this is when Savannah says, I'm not dropping. And you know, Sophie was so annoyed. We saw in the last time it came down to the two of them, Sophie was rolling her eyes and this, that, and the third. But Savannah ends up winning this, and she looked so strong. She is a beast at these competitions. I think she has like the perfect body type for the things. She has the strength, the flexibility, like everything, the mental stamina, I think, for it. So yeah, she does really good at the challenges.
She's a fucking powerhouse, and as she should be. Like, get into it. I think this funny, you guys didn't watch it, but this past season it was Australia versus the world, and this was the same challenge that they kind of did, and Parvati ended up winning the challenge, whatever. But I was like, oh, a girl's gonna eat this up. But I do like how Survivor, it's like, if it is kind of leaning more towards one way or the other, just do this. Just make it split. And also, it makes it more interesting because you're taking out one other person that can't be an option. So, like, I think we're getting to the point where it's like, let's just have one immunity necklace. Like, we are down to 8
we haven't had a
now.
normal, like, tribal council in a while.
let's calm it down. Like, let's just have equitable comps and, like, do it what we need to do. But I think this might have been the last one.
Yeah, I liked this. And the comp reminded me of like a Pilates move or something like that. Like, especially when they couldn't hold on to the back or onto their legs, and they just had to have their hands up. So yeah, that was interesting.
So what you're saying is you'd win. QT would win.
What I'm saying is I'm a Pilates mommy, if you know what I mean.
Yes, ma'am.
But speaking of Parvati winning... Oh, sorry.
Jordan, real quick. I was going to say, I also just thought it was funny that Savannah was telling her, like, oh, no, I really need this so bad. And Sophie's like, I just got back and everyone was shocked I was still here. So what do you mean you need this?
Right. Like, I think we both need this really bad.
I think we both need the immunity idol necklace here, bitch. Like, fuck.
Okay, but speaking about Parvati, what I was going to say is a lot of discussions online right now is that Savannah reminds them of Parvati. Do you guys agree? What do you feel about this?
Listen, don't you fucking dare, bitch. Like, don't you look at me in my dead fucking pupils and ever. Like, and here's the thing. Savannah is a beast in her own fucking right. Don't get that fucking twisted. Like, she is a strong fucking woman. Like, period, end of discussion. They are not in the same level. Like, Parvati, what she did so well is her social game was so well where, like, she won comps. Did she need to win all the comps? No, but, like, she was also playing with big hitters, like heroes versus villains. Like, I can go on, whatever. Savannah, it's like, if you're not winning these immunities, you're going home. Like, that's the difference. Like, Parv's social game was so good where it was like she's able to get out of it and survive and, like, woo these people over. Savannah does a little bit of wooing people over, but it's like you're winning immunities. If you didn't win the past two immunities, your ass would have had votes. Like, and so let's not get crazy, Survivor fandom. Don't forget your fucking roots.
Right. I feel like I can see resemblances, but then when I think about it, it's like the only resemblance is that they're two very strong, confident women. And I think that it's another interesting discussion to have, but like I think people have like a stereotype of like, oh, a strong woman is like this and this person. So if you're a strong woman, they're all alike. But it's like, no, there's different nuances and differences. But with having strong women. But I feel like with Parvati, she was more of like a charming, not to say Savannah's not charming, but I think Parvati has this mist where like you talk to her and everyone just feels like they're her number one and feels good by her. I think a lot of people see Savannah for who she truly is. And even though she is able to do good socially, I think people clock in and they're like, she's lying to me. She's being fake. Where with Parvati, they weren't really seeing that.
Everything you said is right. It's two different versions of strong women. Like that's all it is. Like, as it should be. But like, I would not compare them at all. Again, Parv had a little miss. Parv knew how to like hide who she kind of was. She was the black, like she was in the Black Widow
Right.
brigade. Like she
Right.
was able to kind of this. Like people see Savannah where we're like, we know you're a threat. We know where you're at. We know who your people are. We know who your allies are. We know how strong of a person you are. Parv, they kind of knew it, but then she made them like be like, oh, but we can trust her and we like her and she's not gonna come for me and this, that, and the third. Bitch, Parvati fucking Shallows would have never dove for those keys. Let's wake that up. She would have never dove for
So
MC's keys. So like
Yeah, she was a little more
that's
subtle.
a little more subtle, and that's all. She would have hit it with some leaves. She would have done something. So
Right.
that's not on that discussion.
Yeah. All right. Well, after the immunity challenge, getting back to camp, Rizzo goes on a mission to convince everyone that Alex is spreading lies. This is his like move to offset what people are trying to do to get him to use the idol and split the votes, yada yada. So he basically just goes around and tells everyone that Alex is saying all these different things, which apparently Alex maybe is a little bit messy, but Rizzo is like what's the
Exaggerating.
word? Like, yeah, exaggerating it, making it seem like it's more than what it is. Which I feel like I have a lot of issues with the edit this season because there's a lot of things we're not seeing. I don't feel like as a viewer I really realized how messy Alex was being, and I thought it was maybe Rizzo just saying this and it wasn't real. But then later on when we see Alex go, he even admits to it and is like, I shouldn't have been playing all the sides. I'm like, oh, were you playing all the sides? Like, since when?
Yeah, I agree. I don't know. I think he was just playing like low key a normal Survivor game. Like
Right.
I do think he was a little bit in the middle. Like I do see that, but for everybody to be like, I think
for the
was
vote to
crazy.
flip like that, I didn't get it.
Yeah, but I also feel like people are letting Rizzo run circles around them, and for no real reason. Like Rizzo should so clearly be on the bottom and so clearly be in jeopardy of going home that he wants to use his idol that no one should hear, like, whatever he says should come in one ear out the other, even if it's the truth. It doesn't matter. We need to get your idol out, and then we can deal with whatever it is that you're talking about. Like, I don't even care if you go home. We at least need to get you to use your idol. Like, it's so clear to me that he's doing and saying anything that he can to get you guys off of his track so that he can keep his idol longer and longer. And everything you're doing is just benefiting him, not your own game.
And Alex said it, but I don't know if he communicated that. Like I would have been like, guys, the person who's telling you this is the person at the bottom who has an idol, who doesn't want to use his idol and who wants to save it for his people. Like, and we're believing that over me. And again, guess what? It's like, okay, now you guys know I'm a snake. Okay, my cards are out all over my chest, but I don't have an idol. So why would you still keep Rizzo in the game when Rizzo has this whole other side, this whole other number? Alex now has nobody. He's on this little island by himself, and everybody's like, don't go to that island. We don't trust that island. That island flips. Also, the fact that Rizzo exposed him, I would be like, oh, great, they're never going to work together ever again. Like, at that point, like, right? Like, they're like, Alex is never going to trust Rizzo or Rizzo's side, like, whatever. But it goes back to what I said in Big Brother. It's like the 3 or 4 W's. Like, when am I hearing this information? Why am I hearing this information? What is this information about? Like, but the when is the most important. When or in who? That's who it is. Who's telling me this information? When is this information being told? And what is it? And you're hearing it from him, the guy who people want to vote out, who has an idol. So why are we believing him? Why are we like, tens, Riz, yeah, actually, fuck it. Like, no, vote me out next. Get Rizzo, or guess what? Split the vote. Split the vote. Rizzo, half fucking Alex. Guess what? 2 birds, 1 stone. You lose an idol and you either lose Rizzo with the idol or you lose the idol and then lose Alex. Mitch, this isn't fucking hard math. I literally, like...
It's so true. And that's the thing is, if I'm Alex, I'd be even more upset. Not even that I'm just going home. The fact that I'm going home and you guys still haven't flushed Rizzo's idol. Like, at least let my going home be at the cost of Rizzo having to use his idol because the votes were split.
Correct.
Like, don't just send me home. It doesn't make any sense to me. And especially to the group of people that were not at the last tribal council, the half that was that won the immunity last week or whatever. those people were shocked when Rizzo came back and still had the idol and wasn't voted out and yada yada, and they're like, how did they not even let him flush the idol? And it's like, well, now you guys are part of the problem. Like, you are doing the same thing that you complained that the team that went to Tribal last week did. So now they don't even know about Savannah's extra vote. They don't know about Sophie's knowledge is power. We have this trio of three that were supposed to be at the bottom now kind of having the numbers and also having all of the power. So it's just, I think this is so stupid for everyone except for Sophie, or Soph, Savannah, and Rizzo.
The last thing I want to add about, wait, I have a brain fart. It was a good thought process I think I had.
Oh no. Oh no.
About,
that was insane.
oh
no!
Oh, you can't think of it. What was I saying? No one, the team that didn't go were complaining.
Oh, I got it. Okay, even though Jordan's not going to cut that. Okay, so, no, this is my thing, is also, Riz God wasn't, I'm not even going to call him Riz God, like, you don't deserve that title, like, bitch, these people are peasants, like, at this point, like, it's just Rizzo, like, you're just, I can't even give you God status, whatever, but it's not even, Rizzo wasn't even planting seeds, he was planting the whole fucking tree, he was planting the bush, like, it was all, like, it wasn't even like slyly putting it out there and like letting it simmer. It was like, he's saying this and he's saying this and he's saying this and he's doing this. Like, how much more obvious could you be? That would make me not believe him, whether it's true or not. I'd be like, like, you're just trying to save your fuck ass idol. And I know you have Savannah on your side and I know you're Soph on your side. Like, bro, like, fuck these people high key, like, dead ass. I'm hoping we're seeing, like, we're not seeing the full edit. I'm hoping there's something crazy going behind the scenes that, like, he's doing that's just like, whoa. I don't think we are. But, like, what are we doing here? Where Rizzo's going to Tribal 3 times in a row and he's like, I ain't playing that idol. Given, is it low-key hot? 100%. Like, I have to give him his 10s. Like, I'll be honest, like, and what I respect about Rizzo is he is like, I'm doing this because this could be the difference between me winning the whole game or losing. And I'm taking that risk. And I'm like, you know what? You're playing ballsy. We saw MC didn't really play it ballsy when she played her idol. So I'm going to give him his 10s and his respect. I just also think he's not playing against even normal caliber people. Like, I'm not even saying they're on the same caliber. Like, I don't even think we're at baseline, like, strategy, like, at all.
Yeah, and that is where I give Rizzo the credit, is that regardless of what everyone else is doing, he's choosing to sit there and not use the idol and be confident about that. And I think that takes a lot of guts when you're out there and you don't actually really know what's going on. So I appreciate that from him. But I think in any normal season, to your point, Daniel, he probably is gone by now because he's not using it. So
yeah, for sure.
It's too cocky. And everybody says it. Rizzo's so cocky with the idol. They come around and they're so this, that. Like, that would have not flown at all. Like, how are we with idols? And it was the same thing with Parvati's win on Australia versus the world. She had the idol the whole entire game and she didn't get one vote. People are like, bitch. Just do half votes, like split the vote, split the vote. Rizzo, Alex, both people are happy. Move on.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm hoping that we get to see some like fun like advantage play though. Like, do something with that. Like, if I hope this idol play that it's building up to, like, he's saving the idol. I hope it's something crazy. I hope that extra vote gets used at the same time and the idol's played and then like something crazy happens and there's a tie and then
I just see this season going where it's like I literally see Rizzo, Savannah, Soap to the end.
Yeah.
Because Rizzo said it. He was like, I just need to get through this vote with my idol and then we will have the numbers. Like, and they did. And I think they will. Like, I don't even know if Rizzo's going to have to use his idol next time unless, like, Savannah... I think Savannah doesn't... My theory, Savannah doesn't win Tribal next time. They use the immunity on Savannah. They use the extra vote, and they're like, like, that's what I see going on. But I'm afraid we're just going to see a steamroll. I need a back and forth. Like, I want to see you chip off my block. I chip off their block. You chip boom, 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 boom. But I don't think we're getting that.
The thing is that the other side, other than those three, are not a cohesive bunch. And I think in order to combat a three like this, you have to have cohesion on the other side and have clear divides. But it's like Sophie wants to play her own game, so she doesn't want to be a part of this. Christina's too scared to do this. And Alex is whatever. Like, it was just like too all over the place. And because they didn't really come together in that unison, it just flies off the handles.
Can we talk for 5 seconds? Juwan being like, me and Sage are running this game. Me and Sage have this game
Where?
unlocked. Bitch, I don't even think you know what fucking game you're playing. Like,
Running
I
the
don't,
game,
baby,
you're not even walking it. Come on.
we're on Survivor. Hello, good morning, everyone. Hello, welcome. Productions like this. Hello.
Right.
It's actually gagatondering me that these hoes are like, we're eating, and guess what? The person who we've wanted to go home still hasn't gone home for 3 weeks, and someone still has an idol. But that was my plan all along.
Yeah.
I'm
I feel
outsmarting this group.
Jawan is really, I feel like, week by week sabotaging his game. Like, this week getting out Alex, which was, I think, a good number for him. Last week getting out MC. Like, it just, people keep going home that don't need to be going home for him, and he has a part in doing it, which is crazy. It's like,
I'm ready for 50. That's all I have to say. Because, like, don't show me shitty ass gameplay. I'm ready for 50. Like, don't piss me off.
yeah. Well, at the end of the day, we get to tribal council. Nothing too crazy happens in the discussion. And Alex ends up being the one to go home. So Rizzo still has his idol. Alex is out, and it's kind of insane.
Even worse, how embarrassing the vote was. Like, what, 2-1, and the rest were Alex. Like, I'm embarrassed. Like, if I am the jury, I'm sitting here like, I'm embarrassed to be on this, unless I'm like fucking Rizzo and Savannah. And so I'd leave. I'd self-evict the island. I'd say, I can't even believe I have a part of this. Like, this cannot be my legacy. I have to go. I have to leave.
Yeah, no, it's really rough. So we'll see what happens next week. I did watch the previews, and it seems like there's a little bit more drama. We got Christina crying, Rizzo doing something. People are all over the place.
You know what? I bet Sophie's going to use her knowledge as power on Christina.
Oh, perhaps.
Well, I don't remember. Was she crying at Tribal? Because I remember
No,
there
I
was a
think
big
she was
tribal.
crying. It was
No,
like at a
at the
challenge.
mat.
It was
It was
where she normally does most of her.
What does
stuff.
Christina have?
She's an
She
idol.
has an idol.
But nobody knows. Oh no, someone. She just got told. She just got told.
Yeah, a few people were like searching with her. Right? It was like
Well,
Alex,
Sage.
Steven. I think it was Alex, Steven, and Christina searching together. So Steven knows, and Steven told Sage. Sage probably tells someone else. Who knows? Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Can't wait to see how this turns out.
Yeah, I'm interested. I mean, we only have a few more weeks left. It's going to be interesting getting to the end and seeing how everyone gets there. But I do feel like maybe we're going to start leading into a steamroll. But listen, I'm here to see it all. So those are my thoughts. Anything else you guys
Gonna have to be here to see it all. I'm gonna have to be.
Clock it.
Okay.
Lock it.
Act like you want to be here. Why don't ya?
Oh, I want to be here.
Please.
I
I'm
wanna
dead.
be
All
on
right.
that island with them.
Ooh, maybe next season. Maybe 51. We'll see.
Oh.
Okay. All right, everyone. Well, thank you guys so much for listening to this. Please follow us at Reality Group Chat. You can follow me personally everywhere at Quori-Tyler, Quori-Tyler. Daniel, what about you?
You can find me everywhere. Daniel_Cusimano, Jordania. Where can they find you?
You know, we're feeling sleepy, boys, so I'm gonna do it normal this week. You can find me everywhere at It's Jordan Staff.
Oh, that wasn't too normal, but we'll take it. All right, guys. Thank you so much for listening or watching. We will see you next week. Thanks for joining the chat. Bye.
Bye. And we hope you've been changed for good.
Go see Wicked for good.
Because I knew you.
I knew you.
Ooh,
I have been changed for good.
I'm not okay after hearing that.